My name is Elena Hart. I'm 27, and my parents hauled me into court like I'd robbed them in broad daylight. My mother, Mara, cried on cue. My father, Derek, nodded, grave and certain. They told Judge Calder I'd stolen their business idea and built my company on it. I sat perfectly still, hands folded, nails biting my palm until pain turned into focus. The courtroom smelled of varnished oak and old grudges. Beside me, my attorney, Tessa Lang, stayed calm. She'd warned me, they'll invent an origin story because facts can't be sweet-talked. Let discovery speak. Judge Calder flipped page after page. Then he stopped. He looked up slowly and said, I read about this company in Forbes last week. Mara froze mid-sniffle. Derek's mouth tightened. Even their lawyer's pen paused. In that small, sharp quiet, I understood this wasn't about justice. It was about control, about dragging me back under their thumb the moment my name became public. 7 months earlier, the lawsuit arrived in spring, thick as a threat. They wanted 60% of my equity, not cash. Power, not compensation. They claimed they'd conceived revolutionary software, funded it with retirement savings, and that I'd betrayed them. Here's what they didn't include. I'd supported myself since 17. The morning after graduation, Derek gave me a deadline. Get a job, pay rent, or leave. I left. I worked 2 jobs and took community college classes when I could. Coding came by necessity. Free tutorials, library Wi-Fi, a used laptop that overheated on my knees. My company started in coffee-stained spreadsheets and midnight commits, not their living room. Now they were rewriting history in front of a judge who'd already read my headline. 7 months of discovery felt like watching dye bleed from water. Every deadline thinned their story, every sworn answer stripped off another costume. They first pretended they'd handed me a finished concept, some late-night family whiteboard miracle. Tessa asked for dates and places. Mara said July at their kitchen table. Derek insisted December in the garage. Under oath, their memories kept changing shapes, like lies trying on new shoes. When they ran out of nostalgia, they accused me of cheating time itself. Backdated, their lawyer said. Manipulated timestamps. Tessa didn't argue feelings. She argued systems. Third-party records don't take sides. She slid a binder toward the bench. My domain registration, my LLC formation, provisional filings, then the repository history. Every commit signed and verified. After that came the proof of solitude. Server invoices, app subscriptions, tax filings, beta contracts, the first payments that kept me eating. Judge Calder read like he was reviewing a receipt. Then, Tessa opened Exhibit C, a certified letter, notarized, sent by my parents 3 years ago. In it, they called my work a foolish computer project. They said I embarrassed them. They said they would not acknowledge me as their daughter. Calder read it twice, jaw tightening. You condemned her for building this, he said, eyes on them. And now you claim you created it? Derek tried to talk fast, about the idea, about needing me for the technical part. The judge's next question came clean and simple. What was the idea exactly? Silence answered first, loudly enough. And then Tessa reached into a slim folder and said softly, There's more, Your Honor. Tessa set a speaker on the rail. Recorded call, proper notice, she said. The courtroom went still. A ring, then my voice. This call is being recorded. Mara sounded sweet until I refused to be reasonable. Derek followed, crisp and entitled. They spoke about rights and family shares. About suing to teach me respect. Love never entered the room. Only leverage, timed to the Forbes article like a trap. Judge Calder's expression didn't soften, it tightened. Did you just hear yourselves? He asked. Their lawyer stood, but Calder stopped him with a lifted finger. Tessa handed up the last pieces. A demand letter from their first attorney. Pay $250,000 and they'd disappear. Then the withdrawal notice, ethical concerns, filed after I said no. After my refusal came the new appetite. 60% of my company, once my valuation became gossip. Calder read, then looked at my parents as if seeing them for the first time. "This isn't an intellectual property dispute," he said. "It's coercion dressed as litigation." He dismissed the case with prejudice, ordered fees, $42,000, and signed a protective order. No contact, no interference, no messages through relatives or concerned friends. The gavel cracked. Relief, not revenge. On the courthouse steps, sunlight hit my face like permission. Derek called my name. I turned just enough to say, "You erased me years ago. Today, you just stamped it." I walked to Tessa's car with shaking hands and a straight spine. That night, my team toasted in a bar. In the morning, a reporter asked for the story. I replied once, "No spectacle, just records." Then I opened my laptop and kept building.